The IRS pays close attention to S corporation owner compensation. If you get this wrong, you could owe penalties, back taxes, and interest. In this video, I'm going to explain what a reasonable salary is, how to calculate it, and why it matters more than S corporation owners realize. Now, if you haven't already, make sure to check out our video on LLC versus S corporations, as well as Form 2553 walkthrough. Both of these videos have valuable information on how S corporations function and how to even become an S corporation. So, if you are an S corporation owner, why do you need to pay yourself a salary? If you are an owner of an S corporation and you work in that business, you are technically an employee. Your income will be split into two different parts, a salary and a distribution. Your salary is subject to payroll taxes such as Social Security and Medicare, while distributions are not subject to those payroll taxes. That small difference is exactly why the IRS cares so much about S corporation owners paying themselves a reasonable salary. Without these rules, owners could take zero salary and avoid all payroll taxes, which of course is not fair to the IRS. Therefore, the IRS will require you to pay yourself a reasonable salary for the job that you are doing. It's important to note that distributions can never be a replacement for wages, and if they ever are, the IRS can reclassify those distributions as wages and you could owe penalties, back taxes, and interest. So, what is a reasonable salary for the job that you are performing? An important thing to note is there's no fixed dollar amount in the tax code. The word reasonable is highly based off of the work that you're performing, the industry you're performing it in, and what that type of job would go for on the open market. A couple of the ways that the IRS determines what a reasonable salary is by looking at the industry that you're working in and comparing that pay to what you're currently being paid. The IRS will look at your duties and how many hours you're working. They will compare your salary to your business's revenue and profits. They may review your experience and qualifications. They may compare your salary to the salary of someone else in your company or at a different company that is performing the same line of work, and really any other measure that they may see fit to determine if you're paying yourself a reasonable salary. It's important to note that a reasonable salary is the market rate, not the minimum wage for your position. It's also good to note that it's not the highest possible number either. There is a sweet spot in the middle that would be considered a reasonable salary for the work that you are performing. So now that you know a little bit more about what a reasonable salary is, let's talk about how to calculate it. First off, you should start by listing out all the things that you do in and for your business. If it helps, you can break your tasks into roles such as management, operations, HR, accounting, etc. Next, you need to find the market rate for these roles. If you have multiple roles, take note of each salary for each role. If you have one role, you can just go ahead and find the market rate for your one role. You can use sources such as BLS.gov or any salary database website. Now that you have the estimated pay for each role, you have to determine how much time you spend performing each role. So for example, let's say you have two roles. You work in the accounting department 50% of the time and you perform sales the other 50% of the time. Let's say for the sales role, the market rate for that role would be $100,000 per year. Since you spend 50% of your time performing the sales role, that means you would allocate $50,000 to your reasonable salary. Now let's say for your accounting role, that role would pay $80,000 at a market rate. That means you should allocate $40,000 to your reasonable salary. Now, when you combine the two roles, the $50,000 from the sales role that you perform 50% of the time and $40,000 from the accounting tasks that you perform 50% of the time, that would give your role a reasonable salary of $90,000 per year. That means you must pay yourself a $90,000 reasonable salary, and anything above and beyond that can be considered a distribution, and you're going to pass on those payroll taxes. As previously mentioned, it's important to make sure that those salaries are reasonable for the roles that you are performing. You don't want a salary that's too low and you don't want a salary that's too high. The IRS cares if you're severely wrong in either direction. So now that you know what a reasonable salary is and how to calculate it, let's go over some red flags. Of course, one of the biggest red flags is paying yourself far too low of a salary. The IRS is fully aware that some individuals are going to try to pay themselves an extremely low salary to save on those payroll taxes. That is why an S corporation owner's salary is heavily scrutinized by the IRS. Therefore, it's important to make sure to pay yourself a market rate for your reasonable salary. Additionally, if S corporation owners have very high distributions and very low salaries, this will also raise a red flag with the IRS. Another major issue that S corporation owners might run into is not running payroll. Because you are paying yourself a reasonable salary, you need to run that salary through payroll so you have withholdings, payroll taxes, and a W-2. Paying yourself casually outside of payroll will definitely raise a red flag with the IRS. And lastly, just a couple things to keep in mind when you're paying yourself a reasonable salary. Your salary is not something that you should set once and forget about. If your revenue changes significantly or your role in the business changes significantly, it's important to revisit your salary. This is because there's likely a more accurate, reasonable salary you should be paying yourself. Also, you should keep an eye out for pay rate changes within the industry that you're working. It's best practice to review your reasonable salary every single year. And when you do update your reasonable salary, make sure you document your reasoning for that salary. This will be important if the IRS ever questions if your salary is reasonable. So, to recap everything we learned about S corporation owners paying themselves a reasonable salary. All S corporation owners must pay themselves a reasonable salary. Reasonable salary means the market rate for the work that you are performing. Distributions cannot be a substitute for wages. S corporation owners' reasonable salary must be run through payroll to have the correct withholdings and deductions, and your reasonable salary should be reviewed regularly. Setting your salary correctly is one of the most important tax decisions you can make as an S corporation owner. If you have any additional questions on paying yourself a reasonable salary, or if you need help building a defensible compensation structure, a firm like 1-800-Accountant can help you walk through the numbers. Make sure to check out the other videos that we have on our YouTube channel and check out the description below for more resources. If you found this video helpful, make sure to subscribe and follow along for more small business structure and tax tips.